Thank you so much. When you are in a car wreck, insurance will help pay for the damages to your car or others involved. But what if you're injured during that accident? How do you need to make sure that those injuries and medical bills will be paid for? Well, to answer some of those questions is local attorney Alex White stopping by Great Day Live this morning to take us through this, right? Because it has to be just a lot to take in. You're thinking about accident, what do I do? You guys are immediately thinking of this is what we need to get into gear for the insurance agency.
Correct, yes. So glad to be here and talk about a riveting topic of insurance coverage today. So buckle up.
Thank you for bringing this to us,
in short, after a car wreck, Kentucky law states that your own insurance company pays for the first $10,000 worth of your medical bills. And that's fantastic because regardless of fault, we want people to have coverage and get better. The problem is that law was written decades ago, and $10,000 does not go nearly as far.
It doesn't go far at all.
Yes. And so that's where we come in. And ultimately, even though the first $10,000 is covered, we're able to recover any medical bills in excess of that $10,000 from the at-fault insurance carrier, or possibly even from your own carrier if it's like an uninsured or underinsured motorist coverage, depending on the amount of the bills.
This kind of makes me pause and think, wow, it makes you want to go back and look at your insurance policy, right? We just sign up for it. I'm covered. I'm good. It does. It makes you want to go back and say, how much am I covered for?
Exactly.
Right?
And frequently we do see situations where people, they think they have full coverage or they think they have enough, but their uninsured or underinsured coverage may only be $25,000. If you've got $100,000 in bills, you're underinsured too. So I always say bump up underinsured and uninsured coverage.
What's the process to actually start getting some of those bills and those things paid?
So ultimately the PIP process is something that we open at our office. It starts out as paperwork and then a kind of a paper chase for medical bills and records to be submitted. And then once that policy is exhausted, depending on kind of where those bills fall, is it a lien? Is it paid by someone else? We're waiting for the client to get finished treating so that we can get all the medical records and bills ultimately submitted whenever it's time to settle the case. And then usually our office is the one that writes the final check to get everything paid for.
Oh, wow. Should people speak to an attorney before they go to a specialist? Say if they have certain injuries, should they consult with you first before going there, or how does that work? What do you recommend?
This answer might sound like asking a barber if you need a haircut, but you really do need to get an attorney at the very beginning. I've seen, unfortunately, too many times pitfalls and problems that started at the beginning of the case that later we have to clean up or try to mitigate the damage.
We can't undo, right?
So if we are hired at the beginning, we can make sure everything goes smoothly and handled properly.
Right. And where can people go for more information?
We're easy to find. It's SueDistractedDriver.com.
Can't miss that one. And I just saw your commercial on the air before we came on here. Right?
Awesome.
Definitely.
Hope
Alex,
you liked it.
Definitely. Thank you so much. So all you have to do is go to SueDistractedDriver.com to get started. And of course, if you have like other questions for Alex as well, right? Like how-tos and things like that, he is available to chat with you.